It's not over until I win. You think you're tired? You think you've had enough? You think the world is against you? Good. Now let's see what you're really made of. Most people stop when they feel pain. When things get tough, they fold. But not you, not today, because you understand one thing. Pain is proof that you're in the fight. Every setback, every failure, every time someone told you you can't, that was fuel. That was the universe asking how bad you really want it. See, people love to talk about success, but what they don't tell you is that success is buried under every single excuse you keep telling yourself. Nobody cares if you're tired. Nobody cares if you're struggling, because out here, it's kill or be killed. And the only way to survive is to keep fighting, no matter how bad it hurts. Discomfort is your best friend. It's the only thing that forces you to grow. When you feel like giving up, that's not your body quitting. That's your mind lying to you. It's trying to convince you to take the easy way out. But you don't listen to weakness. You look at pain and say, bring it on. You look at failure and say, watch me get back up. You look at every single obstacle in your path and say, you can't stop me, because it's not over. It's never over until you win. So what are you going to do? Sit there and feel sorry for yourself, or get up and fight for what's yours? You decide. Pain is the entry fee to greatness. Most people want greatness, but they don't want the suffering that comes with it. They want the trophy without the training, the respect without the sacrifice. But let me tell you something. There's a toll you got to pay to be great. And that toll is pain. Pain isn't some accident. It's not some cruel joke. Pain is the process. It's the cost of admission to the life you say you want. And guess what? There are no discounts, no shortcuts, no easy way. You either embrace the suffering or you stay the same, period. Everybody loves to talk about how bad they want success. But the second they feel discomfort, the second things get tough, they back off. That's where the weak break. That's where the quitters tap out. But if you want to be different, if you want to separate yourself from the pack, you have to flip the switch. You got to stop running from pain and start running toward it. Because pain isn't your enemy. Pain is your teacher. It's breaking you down so you can rebuild stronger. It's exposing your weaknesses so you can face them. You think champions are made in comfort? You think warriors are built in easy times? Hell no. They are forged in fire. You don't become great by avoiding the struggle. You become great by enduring it, by looking pain dead in the eye and saying, is that all you got? No one cares about your excuses. Let's get one thing straight. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn about your excuses, your struggles, or the reasons why you can't do something. You think the world is sitting around waiting to feel sorry for you? You think life is going to cut you a break because things got tough? Hell no. Life doesn't care if you're tired. Life doesn't care if you had a rough childhood, if people doubted you, or if you feel like quitting. The world keeps moving whether you show up or not. And the only person who's going to suffer if you make excuses is you. Excuses are a lie you tell yourself to stay comfortable. They're the chains that keep you weak. Every time you say, I can't, what you're really saying is, I won't. Every time you say it's too hard, what you mean is, I'm not willing to push through. But here's the truth. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. Look around. You see people out there winning, pushing, grinding, making it happen. You think they had it easy? You think they didn't have every reason to quit just like you? The difference is they didn't make excuses. They didn't wait for the perfect time, the perfect conditions, the perfect motivation. They got up, they put in the work, and they earned it. You want to be great? Drop the damn excuses. Own your situation, own your situation, own your failures, own your weaknesses. Because the second you stop making excuses is the second you start taking control of your life. Your mind is your prison or your weapon. Your mind is the most dangerous place you will ever step into. It will either build you into a savage or it will chain you down like a prisoner. And guess what? You are the warden. You are the one who decides whether your mind is going to hold you back or set you free. Most people are trapped inside their own heads, stuck in self-doubt, paralyzed by fear, drowning in the same old excuses, the same tired-ass stories they tell themselves about why they can't do something. They've built a prison in their mind and they don't even realize they're holding the key. You ever wonder why some people rise up from nothing and others stay stuck their entire lives? It ain't genetics. It ain't luck. It's because some people refuse to be prisoners to their own weakness. They grab that key, they unlock the door, and they turn their mind into a weapon. A weapon is forged through suffering, through discipline, through doing the hard sheet every single day until your brain stops making excuses and starts following orders. You don't negotiate with weakness. You don't ask your mind if it feels like putting in the work. You command it. You control it. Because when your mind becomes your weapon, nothing can stop you. No amount of pain, no failure, no setback can break you. When life punches you in the face, you don't fold. You smile because you know you've been training for this. Discomfort is where you grow. Most people spend their whole lives running from discomfort. They avoid pain. They dodge struggle. They look for the easy way, the shortcut, the path of least resistance. And then they wonder why they stay the same, why they never get stronger, faster, or better. Let me tell you something. Comfort is the enemy. Comfort is where weakness lives. Comfort is where dreams go to die. Because every time you choose comfort over challenge, you choose to stay the same. You choose mediocrity. You think the strongest people got that way by doing what was easy? You think warriors are built in soft beds and air-conditioned rooms? Hell no. They're built in fire. They're built through suffering. They understand that real growth only happens in the places most people are too scared to go. You ever notice how the second you start feeling pain, your mind starts looking for the exit? It starts whispering, stop, slow down, take a break. It's your weakness talking. That's the old you trying to pull you back. But that moment, that exact moment when your brain is begging you to stop, that's where growth lives. If you never push past that point, you never level up. You never find out what you're really made of. Because your body can go further. Your mind can endure more. But you'll never know until you stop running from the discomfort and start embracing it. Embrace the suck. Listen up, because this is where most people fail. They don't embrace the suck. They see hard times, they see the struggle, and they run. They whine, they complain, they make excuses about how unfair life is. They want everything handed to them on a silver platter. And when things get uncomfortable, they fold. But here's the truth. The suck is where you grow. The suck is where you become something more than you were yesterday. The suck is the battlefield where the weak are separated from the strong. You think warriors are born with natural talent? No. They're forged in the fire of discomfort. They're made by running headfirst into the grind. Every time the world knocks them down, they don't flinch. They don't make excuses. They get up, they lean into the suck. They smile through the pain because they know that pain isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity. The suck is relentless. It doesn't give you breaks. It doesn't care if you're tired, broken, or exhausted. It doesn't care if you've been going for hours, days, weeks, or months. But here's the secret. If you want to be a different person than you were yesterday, you've got to learn to love it. You've got to learn to see the suck as your best friend. The next time you're up against the wall, when everything inside you is telling you to quit, that's when you lean in. That's when you start smiling, because you know that right now, in the midst of all that discomfort, you're growing stronger than ever before. You're building the mental and physical toughness that most people will never even come close to. You're getting tougher, faster, and better. And that's the point. So stop running from the suck. Embrace it, love it, own it. Because that's where you'll find greatness. Failure forward, learn fast failure is coming. That's not a question. That's a guarantee. You are going to fail. You are going to get knocked flat on your ass. You are going to doubt yourself. But here's what separates the winners from everybody else. What the hell are you going to do about it? Most people fail once and quit. They take one loss and suddenly it's not meant to be. They let that failure define them. They let it bury them. weakness. That's the mindset of someone who was never built to win. Because here's the truth. Failure is the training ground. It's the testing phase. It's the proving grounds where life asks you, how bad do you really want this? And if your answer is anything other than, I'll keep going no matter what, then you've already lost. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. You fail, you analyze, you adapt, and you attack again. That's how you win. Every setback is just a setup for a stronger comeback. Every mistake is another lesson. You don't waste time feeling sorry for yourself. You don't cry about how unfair life is. You get smarter, you get tougher. You fail forward, you take every loss and turn it into fuel. You take every mistake and use it to sharpen your edge. You don't run from failure, you run straight into it because you know that the faster you fail, the faster you learn. The faster you learn, the faster you grow. The faster you grow, the closer you get to becoming the person you were meant to be. And that's the only way to win. Relentless means no off switch. Most people talk about hard work like it's something you do when you feel like it, when it's convenient, when motivation is high. That's the difference between them and the ones who actually make it, because real winners don't have an off switch. You think the greats stop grinding when they're tired? You think the most savage people on this planet take days off just because they don't feel like it? Hell no. They wake up every single day and go to war, whether it's raining, whether they're sore, whether they feel like trash. It doesn't matter. The mission stays the same. The work still gets done. Being relentless means you don't operate on feelings. You operate on discipline. You operate on commitment. You show up and do the damn work even when nobody's watching. Because you're not doing this for approval. You're not doing this for applause. You're doing this because it's who you are. See, most people flip the switch when things get tough. They start looking for the exit. They slow down when they should be pushing harder. And then they wonder why they're stuck in the same place year after year. That's not a winner's mindset. That's a loser's mentality. Because when you're truly relentless, there is no stop button, no breaks, no quitting, no good enough. You don't settle. You don't wait. You keep attacking day after day, hour after hour, until you get what you came for. And even then, you keep going. It's not over until I win. At the end of the day, this fight, your fight, isn't about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about what anybody else thinks you can or can't do. It's about what you're willing to endure. Because this road isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to break you. It's supposed to test you. It's supposed to make you question whether you've got what it takes. And every single time you feel like stopping, every time you hear that voice in your head whispering, maybe I should quit, that's the moment that defines you. Do you fold or do you keep going? Do you let pain stop you or do you push through it? Do you make excuses or do you find a way? This is the difference between those who win and those who don't. It's not about who has the best start. It's about who refuses to stop. The ones who get up, who show up, who do the damn work, no matter what. So if you're struggling, good. If you're in pain, good. If life is testing you, good. That means you're in the fight. That means you're still in the game. And as long as you're still breathing, as long as your heart is still beating, you are not done, because it's not over. It's never over until I win.